right, let's try this again.
Okay.
So welcome back. It's Gary and Sunny.
If you want to visit our YouTube page, it's at Gary and Sunny.
Only we misspelled my name on purpose.
Sunny. Her actual spelling is Suni, but it's easier to remember Sunny, like the sun in the sky. And if you look at her face, you see why I say that.
So his needs and her needs.
Mm-hmm.
When you meet someone's needs, you create more intimacy and show them that they're valuable and important and special.
The seed time, harvest time principle.
It really is.
Yeah. What you sow, you reap.
So what is the number one need in a husband's life?
In a husband's life, the basic major one would be the physical act of marriage. And I know a lot of people laugh about that and things like that, but it is very important. It creates divorce when that doesn't get met. Just like when the needs in my wife, if they're not met, I've seen marriages where it causes divorce. The simplest things can fall under the category of unmet needs. And when we learn to be selfless and know that it's not about me, it's about thee or about her. It's not about me at all. And you've heard the old saying, when mama's happy, everybody's happy. Let's just make it a little bit more real. And, when your wife's happy, you're happy. I promise you that. And I make it my mission to be her need meter. Be her need meter. Because you know what? I don't want somebody else to meet her need for affection. I don't want somebody else to meet her need for compliments. I don't want someone else to meet her need for gifts. God has called me to meet those needs, and He's not called somebody else to do it. He's called me to do it. It's my responsibility as a man, as a husband, and I take it very seriously. And sometime back, God showed me the scripture about setting your affections on things above, not on things of this earth. And one of the greatest ways that the Lord showed me how to set my affections on things above is He said, well, what is your wife a type of? And I have conversations like that with the Lord. Don't send me to the psych ward, but I do. And I said, well, she's a type of the church. Men, we're a type of Christ, and our wives are a type of the church. I said, so he said, so if you made sure that you set all of your affections toward her, you are setting your affections on things above. And because she is the Christ in my life and part of Christ. So I started saying that we all, can raise our hands in a church service and sing, I exalt thee, I exalt thee. And we're just worshiping, and people will think, man, what a spiritual man. And then he goes home and treats his wife like a dog, shows her no affection, gives her no compliments, but all of his peers see that he gives compliments to God, but does never say anything good about her. And I call that a false worshiper. A true worshiper knows how to treat his wife and knows how to tell his wife he loves her, knows how to tell his wife, you are beautiful. I say it because I see it. But for many years, even though I thought it, I wasn't letting it come out of my mouth. And the Holy Spirit began to deal with me. He said, let those things that are in your head about your wife come out of your mouth. She needs to hear it. So I did. And I didn't think our marriage could get any closer than it already was, but oh my gosh.
It's so funny because I didn't know you had that conversation with the Lord, but I noticed that you were just genuinely complimenting me a lot. And I was thinking, because I really noticed.
At first, she didn't believe me. I had to convince her, I'm not lying to you. This is what I'm seeing. And this is what anybody who has eyes would see.
But you kind of are crossing over into some of the needs that a woman has. Words of affirmation is one of them, but then also another one that's like a major need is genuine affection without
without
the
the
motivation
expectation.
of advancing
Yeah.
to other levels.
Right.
Clean that up for
Right.
TikTok.
Right. Just for the sake of affection itself, because that is a need.
Yep.
And I've learned, you know what, even though I know what my number one need is, I'm starting to enjoy your needs too.
So we have the one that we talked about earlier that we had to word carefully, and then we
Yeah,
have
we can't say, even though they can show naked people. But anyway, go ahead.
maybe shouldn't have said that
I
five-letter
probably
word.
shouldn't have. Yeah.
So, and then her major need is affection, genuine affection. So we talked about trying to get in like 8 to 12
Touches.
meaningful touches.
Meaningful touches.
And
reach over and just put your hand on top of her hand just for 10 seconds, guys.
because some people grew up in houses where there was no affection,
Right.
you know? So if you've got a woman that maybe was raised in a household with affection, and then a man that wasn't raised around affection, when they get married, he has to learn her love language and able to be able to create the giving and taking that happens in marriage. And so, you know, if you weren't one that grew up around affection, you might need to know how to show it. You know, pats on the back, rub a shoulder, hold hands.
And guys who didn't grow up that way, you will feel at first like you're being fake. You're not being yourself. And there's guys who'll say, I just got to be me. I can't be fake. Well, I'll see you in divorce court. Because feelings will follow the action. Action doesn't follow feelings. Feelings follow the action. Do the act. Just reach out.
And
touch.
And your wife, when you start doing this, she may be like, what is going on?
Right.
But just keep doing it.
Yep.
Because
stay humble. Don't say, I'm trying to be a man and you're getting on my case. Don't do any of that. Just be quiet. Do what's right because it's right, and you will reap the benefits.
And you may be dealing with what you're in a broken marriage right now, still together, you know, on paper, living in the same household, but there's not a lot going on.
It's not a marriage, right? It's a business arrangement.
It can be, and that's what we're here to hopefully encourage you.
You can come out of any of that.
You can come out of it. If you're the man, make the first step.
If you're the man, I encourage you as a man, you are responsible to be the leader and the example of taking the first steps. You want to be a leader? Be the first one to serve her in meeting her needs. You want to be a man, you want to be the leader, be the first one to compliment her. It's not even a law that we've made. I try before we even start our day, when we first wake up, we try to hug every morning. And just to start that affection train happening. And even though we may be apart during the day and I have to run an errand or she has to run an errand, she's right here in my heart. And I believe it all starts because I set my affections on things above, which is her. She's like the church. And there's never any talk between her and I about who's the leader and who's supposed to submit. When you got two people who are trying to meet each other's needs, you won't ever have that conversation. There'll be no need.
You got to have a servant's heart in a marriage. Two people that come together, that love each other, and that are servants. It will bring heaven into your life. And when you start meeting your spouse's needs, and don't base it on whether they deserve it or not. Just
That's a good point. Very good point. Because sometimes in the natural, it looks like they don't deserve it. Of course, that's what grace is all about. Aren't you glad that we was able to receive all of God's best, and we didn't deserve it, but He made us deserving.
You take the first step.
Do it by faith.
Yes, do it by faith.
Which means you won't feel any positive feelings initially, but they will come. They will come.
And I know this is getting a little bit long, but I want to say one more thing. You know, you may have been married for a long time or not a long time, and there may be things in your history that has
Yeah.
broken the fellowship, made the relationship hard. And when you start this at first, you know, expressing complimentary things that are genuine, or putting your hand on them,
Yeah.
or showing up for the number one need that your spouse has, it may take them a while to believe it.
Yes.
But they will believe it.
Yeah.
And you can change your marriage. It
Yes.
takes two people to fight. It takes one person to walk in love. And if you want your situation to change, you must first change yourself.
Men, man up and do it.
So pay attention. The first thing we talked about is his number one need, her number one need. Zone in on it. Ask the Lord to help you, and he will. And pray for your spouse that they'll be receptive to it. And we're just going to believe God for you to have a better marriage.
So visit us at Gary and Sunny, SUNNY, on our YouTube page. And if you like the content, please subscribe, share, and like, so that we can be a blessing to other marriages. We love you guys, and we're praying for you.